Let me tell you about two of my patients. दोनों ही 58-year-old फीमेल पेशेंट्स हैं. दोनों ही आंटी को ऑस्टियोआर्थराइटिस से है, दोनों भी घुटनों में. Both have same X-ray results, but one is hiking every weekend, playing with their grandkids, booking trips, but the other one सीढ़ी भी नहीं चढ़ पा रहे हैं ठीक से, डेली एक्टिविटीज कंफर्टेबली नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, and hardly they have to give up everything they love. So what's the difference? It's not genetics, it's not luck, it's not even how bad arthritis is on the paper. It's 5 specific habits that make them part of top 1% arthritis patients who genuinely thrive from everyone else. We have all seen the stereotypes कि arthritis तो old man's disease है एंड इवेंचुअली वेयर एंड टेयर हो ही जाता है बॉडी में, उसके वजह से इवेंचुअली यू विल नीड सर्जरी, राइट? रॉन्ग. Hi, this is Dr. Ashwini. I'm a physiotherapist and I've spent years working with people who have arthritis. These patients aren't just coping and managing. They have rewritten the entire rule book on how to live with arthritis. Today, I'm breaking down 5 habits that make the biggest difference. Not just my opinion, but what clinical research actually shows us. And more importantly, how you can start implementing them today. Let's talk about the most damaging habit that I see in the clinic every single week. Fear avoidance. जब आपको घुटने में एक धड़क लगती है तब आप स्टॉप कर देते हो वॉक करना. जब आप गार्डन करते हो, गार्डनिंग में अगर हिप्स दुखने लग जाते हैं, यू स्टॉप गार्डनिंग. योर हैंड्स हर्ट व्हेन यू ग्रिप थिंग्स, सो यू स्टॉप डूइंग इट योरसेल्फ. आप किसी और को बोल देते हो कि ये जार्स खोल दो. एंड आई गेट इट, योर ब्रेन इज ट्राइंग टू प्रोटेक्ट यू. आपका ब्रेन आपको बोल रहा है कि ओके यू आर इन पेन, सो स्टॉप डूइंग दैट. सो पेन इज अ वार्निंग सिग्नल, राइट? But here's what's really happening. You are teaching your brain कि movement is equal to danger. So आप कम move करते हो, और जितना आप move कम करते हो उतना you are weakening your body. आप move नहीं करोगे, आपके muscles weak होंगे, आप आपके joints को stiff बना रहे हो. And that's how your nervous system is getting sensitive to pain. It's a vicious cycle, और ये vicious cycle आपकी life को damage कर रहा है. And listen, मैं यहाँ ब्लेम करने के लिए नहीं बैठी हूँ. For decades, we are told कि arthritis is like a battery running out. Every step you take, आप wear and tear कर ही रहे हो. There's nothing left. The narrative is deeply embedded in the culture. It's like common sense. But it's wrong. Your joints are not like batteries. आपके joints के अंदर जो आपका cartilage होता है, it's like a sponge. So आप हर टाइम जब मूव करते हो, that sponge is giving you fresh, rich, nutrient fluid to lubricate it. So when you're sedentary, वो sponge dry out हो जाता है, and movement doesn't wear and tear your joints. Appropriate movement actually protects them. A landmark 2023, the Lancet study analyzed that therapeutic exercise for osteoarthritis across many joints. The findings were crystal clear. Exercise provides pain relief, functional improvements comparable to that of NSAIDs. NSAIDs जो anti-inflammatory medications हैं like ibuprofen, but without gastrointestinal bleeding, kidney problems or cardiovascular risks. A 2022 study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine followed people with knee arthritis who engaged in regular exercise. Not only did the exercise lessen their pain, but also improved their function. But MRI scans showed appropriate exercise did not accelerate cartilage loss. In some cases, it actually appeared protective. So here's the shift I need you to make. Stop seeing movement as wearing out for your joints. Start seeing it as your internal pharmacy, your personalized, side effect free medicine. Now, I'm not telling you कि कल के कल marathon भाग के आओ. The key word is appropriate, and this is what it looks like. For your knees and hips, start with very low impact activities. Like धीरे धीरे walking चालू करो garden में, even if it's 20 minutes. फिर 20 minutes से 30 minutes करो 4 to 5 times a week. Strengthen the muscles around the joint. basic strengthening exercises कर सकते हो, like strengthening your quadriceps, and that is like gold for your knee arthritis. For your hands, gentle range of motion exercises, squeeze a soft ball या actually आटा भी लगा लो. Don't give up on your functional activities. Practice functional movements like buttoning the shirts, handling coins. For your spine, try doing core stability exercises like Pilates or yoga. Avoid any prolonged sitting or standing position. Regular stretching, hip flexors, hamstrings, overall full body, very important. The biggest thing, start where you can. If you can do only 5 minutes, do 5 minutes. Build that physical trust capital with your body. Show yourself कि movement करने से disaster नहीं होगा. Because every time you moved, आप okay हो. You are rewiring your brain's threat assessment system. And that's not motivational stuff, that's neuroscience. Habit number 2, mastering the pacing code. Alright, hands up if this sounds familiar. It's Tuesday morning, you wake up, it's feeling pretty good, like the best you've felt in weeks. So you think, right, today's the day, I'm feeling good. Today I'm going to go and मैं पूरा kitchen rearrange कर लूँगी, मैं पूरे cupboard साफ कर लूँगी, laundry कर दूँगी, and maybe अगर time मिले तो garden भी साफ कर दूँगी. But by Tuesday evening, you're absolutely exhausted. And by Wednesday, you can barely get out of bed. And you still, by Thursday, you're still paying for it. And by Friday, you're thinking, see, I can't do anything anymore. बस मेरी तो एज हो गई है. This is what I call boom and bust cycle. It is one of the most destructive patterns I see in almost every arthritis patients. You're not lazy. You're not weak. You're just borrowing energy from your future self. And the interest rate is very high. The top 1% patients, they have cracked the pacing code, and that has changed their lives. A 2022 study in the Journal of Behavioral Medicine examined that activity pacing in people with chronic pain conditions, including arthritis. They found that pacing, मतलब breaking things into small tasks, is manageable chunks or rest break significantly reduce the frequency and severity of flare-ups. मतलब आपको ये करना है कि आपके activities pace out करने हैं दिन में. Do some activity, then take a break. Another, do schedule something to do and then take a break. But here's what's more interesting. The researchers found that pacing doesn't just protect your body, it protects your nervous system. When you repeatedly push through and crash, you are teaching your nervous system to become hypersensitive to pain signals. It's like a smoke alarm that goes off when you toast. It's overreacting because it's traumatized. The 2010 rule. If you have a big task ahead of you, आप 20 minutes का timer set कर लो, फिर rest करो 10 minutes. Not just power through, साफ सफाई कर लो जब तक it hurts and then rest. ऐसा नहीं है. 20 minutes, then stop. During that 10-minute rest, sit down completely, do some gentle stretches, hydrate, take deep breaths, and then reassess. Ask yourself, do I have another 20 minutes in me or should I stop for the day? I had a patient जो हर सैटरडे पूरा घर टॉप टू बॉटम क्लीन करते थे एंड देन संडे वो कहीं जा नहीं पाते थे विच वाज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू हर कि वो संडे बाहर जाए. बट वी इम्प्लीमेंटेड द 20-10 रूल. वो 20 minutes कुछ काम करते थे, then she used to rest for 10. Then another 20 minutes of some cleaning and rest for 10. It took her longer to finish for sure, but she stopped having those catastrophic flare-ups. And you know what she told me? I had to earn my rest, but now I know rest is part of the work. This mindset changes everything. Rest isn't laziness. Rest is a strategic recovery. It is what allows us to show up again tomorrow. Here's another piece of pacing puzzle. Energy envelope. Think of your daily activities like a bank account. You have certain amount of energy units to spend each day. Let's say 100 units है आपके पास to spend. If you spend 120 units on Tuesday, you are not just tired on Wednesday, you are starting at a -20 on Wednesday. You are already in debt, and energy debt leads to chronic pain amplification. The top 1% patients track their energy spending. They know that grocery shopping will cost them 20 units, playing with the grandkids another 15 units, cooking dinner 10 units, and social event will cost them 30 units. They plan their days to stay within their envelope. So on days they have a medical appointment 30 units. So they know कि दूसरे activities थोड़ी कम कर पाएंगे. This isn't about living small. This is about living smart. Because when you pace properly, you actually get more over the course of the week done rather than a boom bust approach. You एक दिन सब कर लिया और फिर एक दिन तो कुछ भी नहीं कर पाए. Your homework, pick one task this week that usually triggers a flare. Break it into 3 sessions of 15 minutes spread across the day instead of one 45-minute push. Notice the difference. Build that physical trust capacity with your body. The refusal reset. Okay, we need to have an honest conversation that might make some of you uncomfortable, and it's about boundaries. How many of you still are doing everything for everyone else, even when you are in a flare? How many times do you feel guilty कि किसी को मना करना हो रहा है जब कोई हेल्प मांगता है? कितनी बार आपको लगता है कि नहीं ये तो फैमिली की शादी है, ये तो फैमिली के काम है, तो मुझे तो करना ही है. तो ये ऑब्लिगेशन के अंडर आप काम कर रहे हो इवन व्हेन बिकॉज यू डोंट वांट टू बी डिफिकल्ट और यू डोंट वांट टू बर्डन समवन. If you are a woman over 40, I guess this is all of you watching this. Because we have been socialized to be caregivers, to put everyone else first कि हमको दूसरों के लिए strong रहना है. And we have to hold it all together. But I need you to understand one thing. Chronic emotional suppression is inability to set boundaries. Aren't just mental health issues. They are physiological inflammation triggers. They are psychological, physiological, psychological. 2018 में एक स्टडी पब्लिश हुई है ऑन ब्रेन बिहेवियर एंड इम्यूनिटी जिसमें एक रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन क्रॉनिक स्ट्रेस, इमोशनल सप्रेशन एंड इन्फ्लेमेटरी मार्कर्स इन द बॉडी वाज सीन. They found कि जिन लोगों ने अपने इमोशन सप्रेस करके रखे हैं consistently, they maintain very poor boundaries. They have higher levels of CRP elevated, and that's a key marker for systemic inflammation. And here's the kicker: inflammation isn't just happening in your brain. CRP elevation is linked to pain sensitivity in arthritis patients. Your inability to say no is making your joints hurt a lot more. As a physio, I can give you all the exercises in the world. But अगर आप खुद के लिए टाइम बना के properly rest नहीं कर रहे हो, तो there is no point to it. It's just a losing battle. Here's the refusal reset framework. Step 1. आपके नॉन नेगोशिएबल्स को आइडेंटिफाई करो कि ऐसी क्या एक्टिविटी है जो आपको बहुत इसेंशियल लग रही है आपके जॉइंट हेल्थ के लिए. मे बी आपका 20 मिनट मॉर्निंग वॉक जो इसेंशियल है, या मे बी आपको खाने के बाद डिनर के बाद वॉक करना है आफ्टर 8 PM. मे बी इट्स नॉट लिफ्टिंग मोर देन 2 kgs. Write them down. It is not about physical boundaries. It is not up for negotiation. Second thing, अब एक बाउंड्री लिस्ट बना दीजिए कि आई वुड लव टू हेल्प यू बट माई जॉइंट्स नीड अ रेस्ट टुडे. दैट साउंड्स वंडरफुल बट मैं नहीं कर पाऊँगी अभी. आई नीड टू रेस्ट. सो I need to check my energy levels and I will get back to you, and maybe you can help them later in the day or later in the week. None of these are apologies. You are not saying I'm sorry, I'm such a burden. I could help you, I wish I could help you, but मेरा stupid arthritis is just, you're just stating a fact with dignity. आपको ये guilty feel करने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. You need, this is the step 3. You need to release your guilt. तकरीबन हो रहा है when you are trying to say no. तो think of it this way. अगर आपकी कोई बेस्ट फ्रेंड या आपकी बेटी या किसी और को आर्थराइटिस होता, would you be pressurizing them to do something? आप उनको बोलते कि नहीं आपको ये सब करना ही पड़ेगा, और पता है कि उनका एक फ्लेयर अप ट्रिगर होगा, उनको पेन होगा. Would you let them do that? No. Here's something I see constantly. Women out there अपनी बच्चों के लिए इतनी 1 hour plus टाइम निकाल के उनको सब करके देते हैं. but 20 minutes of physiotherapy exercises are not possible for you to do. You will babysit your kids for 6 hours, but then you can't afford time to do a meal prep that is going to reduce your inflammation. This isn't selfishness, this is survival. You cannot pour from an empty cup. अगर आपका ग्लास खाली है तो आप किसको क्या दे रहे हो? A 2021 study in arthritis care and research found that social support quality, not quantity, was stronger predictor of pain outcomes than disease severity. The patient felt they could be honest about their limitations. People who had respected their boundaries had significantly lower pain scores who felt they had to perform wellness. You don't need to be surrounded by people 24/7. You need to be surrounded by people who get it. This week, I want you to say no to one thing. Notice आपकी body कैसे respond करती है. Notice कि does the world actually fall apart? Which it won't. Start building the boundary muscle because protecting your peace it's not selfish. It is a necessity for your joint health. The energy and anti-inflammatory audit. Alright, we need to talk about what you are consuming. And I'm not just talking about food. Though we'll get there, I'm talking about information. आप जो सोशल मीडिया देखते हैं, आप जो कॉन्वर्सेशंस करते हैं, जो स्टोरीज आपको बताई जाती हैं, you will be telling yourself with arthritis or about arthritis. Because here's the thing, your brain can't tell the difference between the real physical threat and perceived threats. अगर आप वही कंटेंट कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं that is telling you that it's gonna get worse from here, you'll end up in a wheelchair, आपकी तो सर्जरी होने वाली है, your nervous system is going to accept that and react accordingly. This is called the nocebo effect. The opposite of placebo effect. While placebo is the one that gives you positive outcomes and positive expectations, nocebo gives you negative outcomes and negative expectations. And it's not just in your head, it's a measurable physiological response. Studies from National Institute of Medical Health on neuroplasticity shows that our brains are remarkably moldable. They are like gold. Are remarkably moldable. When you focus exclusively on structural damage, कि मेरा X-ray bone on bone दिखा रहा है, your brain amplifies the pain signal. कि you're turning up the volume in your brain कि हाँ भाई बहुत खराब हो गया है. But here's what's fascinating in the research on pain neuroscience education कि अगर आप आपकी X-ray findings और आपका actual pain level correlate नहीं करता है. आपके एक्सरे फाइंडिंग्स बहुत हॉरिबल भी हो सकते हैं. कितने पेशेंट्स आते हैं जिनके एक्सरे फाइंडिंग्स में काफ़ी डैमेज होता है बट दे फील फाइन. एंड जिन लोगों के माइल्ड एक्सरे होते हैं कि ग्रेड 1 ऑस्टियोआर्थराइटिस है, वो एगनी में होता है बिकॉज देयर नर्वस सिस्टम्स आर एक्चुअली डिसेंसिटाइज्ड. तो वो आंटी आके बोलेंगे माय गॉड मेरा दर्द इतना हॉरिबल है, बट दैट्स नॉट देम, इट इज़ हाउ देयर नर्वस सिस्टम इज़ वायर्ड. A 2019 systematic review found that pain neuroscience education reduced pain intensity, improved function in people with chronic musculoskeletal pain, including osteoarthritis. Just understanding pain differently changed their expertise on it. So here's your energy and anti-inflammatory audit. आप 3 areas में देखोगे. First, आपका information diet. आप कहाँ से information consume करते हैं? What % of your social media talks about people thriving with arthritis versus लोग जिनकी सर्जरी हुई है? कितना आप evidence based information देख रहे हैं और कितना आप सिर्फ fear based information देख रहे हैं? Solution देख रहे हैं कि complaints देख रहे हैं? I am not saying कि you should consume toxic positivity. That's not helpful either. I'm not saying कि आप कोई Facebook का arthritis support group join कर लीजिए. It's just one-upping each other or people are just trying to compete. Not really. Unfollow or mute accounts that just make you feel bad. Follow proper physiotherapists. Follow pain science educators. People who are actively managing arthritis and living their lives fully. Follow people who talk about hope and solution. Food is information for your cells. बट जबकि एक भी फूड आपके आर्थराइटिस को फुल्ली क्योर नहीं कर सकता. ओवरऑल गुड डाइट कैन बी एंटी इन्फ्लेमेटरी फॉर योर एंटायर सिस्टम. 2020 meta-analysis in Nutrients examined the Mediterranean diet rich in omega-3 fatty acids, fruits, vegetables, whole grain, nuts, and olive oil, and its effect on inflammatory markers. The results showed significant reductions in CRP and IL-6, another anti-inflammatory marker. 2020 meta-analysis in Nutrients examined the Mediterranean diet, जो कि ओमेगा एसिड्स में रिच है, omega-3 fatty acids, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, olive oil. ये सब के इफेक्ट्स होते हैं anti-inflammatory. They showed significant reductions in CRP and IL-6, another anti-inflammatory marker, in people following this dietary pattern. You don't need to be perfect, but here's what I recommend. आप अगर नॉन वेजिटेरियन फूड खाते हैं तो फैटी फिश 3 times a week, berries, especially blueberries, strawberries, leafy vegetables like spinach, turmeric, extra virgin olive oil, walnuts, green tea. Inflammatory foods जो reduce करने हैं आपको, कोई भी processed food, sugar, trans fat, omega-6 oils, कोई alcohol नहीं पीना है, highly processed meats. And before someone asks you about specific arthritic diets, you should eliminate nightshades. The evidence is mixed. Some people find that eliminating certain foods helps, others don't. Keep a food symptom diary अगर ऐसे लगे, and 2 हफ्ते में आपके patterns notice करो, and then let's see this one stuff. Are the people around you supporting you or sabotage? Do you have people who respect your pacing needs, encourage your exercise routine, understand कि आपको अगर plan cancel करना है तो that's because of your pain, challenge your negative self-talk about your body, or do you have people just pressurizing you to push through, make you feel guilty or rested? You might not be able to change your family, but you can change how you expose yourself to other toxic dynamics. You can seek out other support groups, online or in person, with people who actually get your audit homework. Spend this week noticing what you consume. आपकी जो information consume कर रहे हो, आप जो food consume कर रहे हो, वो social interactions. And then ask yourself, am I feeling inflammation or am I just fighting it? Is this building hope or is this creating fear? Because you have more control over your inflammatory load than you think. Okay, here's the last habit and yet the most important. The bounce back protocol. I know you don't want to hear this, but you are going to have bad days. You are going to have flares. You are going to have mornings where you wake up and your body is stiff. And it feels like you have been hit by a truck. You are going to have weeks where your exercise routine falls apart and you feel like, what is the difference between the top 1% and everyone else? The top 1% sees the flare and does not think it's a failure. They see it as a data point. I have worked with patients जिनका एक हफ्ता अगर बुरा गया तो they think their life has gone bad. I have worked with patients जिनका अगर एक हफ्ता बुरा गया so they think कि no, I should just give up your exercise and diet is just not for me. But none of this works. They just abandon their habits. वो बोलते हैं कि no, I'll just go back to my old habits. दर्द तो हो ही रहा है. But patients who thrive, जिनको flare होने के बाद भी, they ask, what can I learn from this? Research published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology examined that psychological resilience matters a lot in people with chronic illness. They found that resilience is not about falling down, it's about how you get back up. Specifically, they identified cognitive reframing as a key skill. Instead of thinking my arthritis is getting worse, to reframe it, think कि आज मेरी body ज़्यादा react कर रही है. Maybe I was stressed, maybe I did not sleep properly. So instead of thinking I'm powerless, they take their power back, and this is what they do as their bounce back protocol. Number 1, the flare journal. वो flare journal में ऐसे questions होते हैं like 22 to 24 hours तक मैं कैसे सोया हूँ, how was my stress level, did I skip any medications or supplement, what did I eat, was I in a boom bust cycle कि पूरा काम करके I did not rest myself out. Over time आपको patterns दिखेंगे. Maybe your flares aren't because of you. Maybe your flares always follow your poor sleep. Maybe they happen when you skip. Maybe it happens when you skip your strength training for a week. Maybe आपके high stress periods में आप flare ups ज़्यादा होते हैं. When a flare happens, you don't just abandon your habits. You can't do a 30-minute walk. You can't do a 30-minute walk. Instead, do a 10-minute walk. Can't do a full strength training routine. 2-3 gentle stretches कर लो. Can't do meal prep. Take simple fruits and eat. The goal isn't perfection, the goal is about showing up, even in your reduced capacity. Because every time you show up, you are building that self trust with yourself. You are proving to yourself that a flare does not mean step 3. The compassion practice. जब आप flare up में हैं, you need to show yourself the compassion. Instead, practice what we call the self-compassion language. This is hard, but I'm doing my best. Flares are part of my condition, but not a reflection of my worth. I have bounced back before, and I will bounce back again. My body is not broken, it's just having a hard day. A 2021 study in clinical rheumatology found that self-compassion was associated with lower pain intensity, less pain, and better psychological well-being in people with chronic pain conditions. Think of flares like waves. When you are in one, it feels like you're drowning, but the waves go down, and then apparently you bounce back, and the faster you recover, less afraid you become of the next wave. I had a patient who tracked their flare ups for 6 months. She discovered that after every flare, within 3 days of eating her favorite takeout meal loaded with inflammatory and processed, I had a patient who tracked their flare ups for about 6 months. फ्लेयर अप तब होता था जब वो अपना फेवरेट टेकआउट फूड खाते थे एंड 3 दिन बाद उनका फ्लेयर अप चालू हो रहा है which is loaded with, and then her favorite food was loaded with inflammatory oils, a lot of processed ingredients. She was eating it once a week for years. When she made that connection, वो एक मील उन्होंने छोड़ दी and her flare ups dropped by 70%. Just by paying attention to वो क्या खा रही थी and how she was just seeing herself as a helpless victim. You are not powerless. You are a scientist studying the most important subject in the world. You. Every flare is an experiment. Every recovery is evidence that you are more resilient than you think. There they are, 5 habits from top 1% patients, how they are different from everyone else. To recap, number 1, motion is lotion. Move your body strategically. Number 2, master the pacing code. Protect your energy envelope. Number 3, the refusal reset. Set boundaries to reduce inflammation. Number 4, the anti-inflammatory audit. Control what you consume. And lastly, the bounce back protocol. Turns flares into data. Arthritis is one chapter of your life. It might be a very long chapter, but it doesn't have to be the whole book. You get to write the rest of your story. And here's what I want you to remember. You don't have to implement all the 5 habits tomorrow. In fact, please don't. Pick one. Just one. Keep one promise to your joints in 1 week. Maybe it's the 20-10 pacing rule. Maybe it's saying no to one obligation. Maybe it's just doing 5 minutes of movement every day. Whatever it is, start small. Build that physical trust capital and show yourself that change is possible. Because every small win rewires your brain. Every good day evidence is showing yourself that you are capable of more than you think. And every time you bounce back from a flare, you are proving to yourself that you are resilient, strong, and absolutely not defined by this diagnosis. And if you want to see how I structure a mobility routine for my arthritis patient, drop down a comment and I will send you the program right away. And if you found this helpful, do subscribe for more videos weekly. Stay moving, stay resilient, and remember, you are so much more than your arthritis. I'll see you in the next one.